It is Wednesday, June 21st, and I'm headed on the bus to go to ECU today. Today is gonna be a great. Huh?
I bet you Magic gonna go change.
Probably. This is lame. This is going on YouTube.
It's our future. She be fine.
Whatever. Anyway. Whatever. What was I saying? We're going to ECU today, so it's going to be an incredibly long bus ride to Greenville. Oops. But I'm ready to go see. So I'm going to get on this bus, and I'm going to talk to y'all a little bit later. Peace. This is ECU. This is the Joyner Library. You see how pretty this is? Somebody's buried here, but I think no, I don't think they're buried here, but I do think that's the cafeteria complex. I actually have a friend that goes here. She should be in her second year of the nursing program. Haven't seen her since 2016, but they have Chick-fil-A. I think I might die here. Now we're off to the Student Union Center. From what this seems to look like, I think this is where everything goes on in student life. But I'll let our tour guide talk to you about it. Student Center. Yeah, I want a button.
Okay, so welcome to Main Hall. So this is our student union or our student center. So you guys probably saw all the construction when you came out of the library. That's actually going to be a brand new student center. You can see on the TV behind you. In like a quick second, that's what it's going to look like. So that's what our new student center is going to look like when it's finished in 2018. But for now, this is our student center that we got. So right here is the theater. So every Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, SAB, which is Student Activities Board, chooses a movie that they play in theaters. So this weekend they're playing Moana, which I still haven't seen yet. Good movie.
It is.
Last week they played Split. The week before that, Split. Yeah, and then the week before that, they played Rogue One, which I saw all 4 days.
Also a good movie.
Split.
Oh my god.
I bought it on Blu-ray yesterday. I had to. Yeah.
I have it on my phone.
Yeah. So a whole lot of movie theater. So it holds about 6,000 people. Do you want to go inside? We'll see if some, because there's orientation going on. I don't know if it's being used, but we can walk in after we're done. On the bottom floor, there's a bowling alley. So bowling is free for students. All you have to do is pay $2 to rent shoes, and that's it. So if you got $2, but you got issues. You got things to worry about. And then below you can't see right now, but there's a billiards place, so you can play pool, air hockey, arcade games, like old-fashioned like Mortal Kombat.
Arcade.
Yep. And there's also Xbox One, PlayStation 4 downstairs. That's in a glass case. So you can't. There's already games uploaded to it, so you can't put your own games in. You can request to have games uploaded to it, but you have to pay. There's also a computer lab downstairs as well for you to do your homework and stuff like that. And so, like I mentioned before, there's over 500 student organizations here on campus. There are a lot of meeting rooms upstairs, so more than likely, one of your meetings for your organizations will be upstairs. As you can see above me, has all the flags of all the fraternities and sororities here at ECU. The Deltas are not here. I'll just tell you the story because you guys are grown. In 2012, they were dying blood pressure, so their chapter got cut from the school. They were split deprived, and they died in a car accident. So the chapter here was Kappa Sigma, and they got cut. So my fraternity is right above me. I'm a brother of 5 minutes in fraternity incorporated. So all the D9 fraternities are here. Just the only person that's missing is Desmond. Any questions about Greek life? Quick thing about Greek life. If you're trying to join a D9 organization, make sure you keep that discreet. Don't tell nobody what you want to play, nothing. Because Greeks talk, so let's say, before I became a Sigma, I was like, oh, I want to be a Sigma. If a Sigma would have heard me, or someone that knows Sigma would have heard me, I wouldn't know. Because Greeks are petty. I'm telling you that straight up, Greeks are petty. So if, let's say, some girl, Greeks, they're petty. So let's say someone's like, oh, I want to be a Delta. And a Delta heard them. It would look good. Greeks are petty, I swear. That's the one thing I don't like about Greek life. But other than that, it's very rewarding. So like before I joined Sigma, I was actually very shy. So like doing a tour like 3 years ago would have been impossible. But it grew my confidence and stuff like that. So it's very rewarding. Is there any questions about Student Activities Board, Greek Life, Men's Hall? So this actually won't be in use in 2 years. So hopefully that would be cool. Any questions at all?
Get inside your computer back to back.
I'm sorry, John.
You know what? It's okay.
And back outside.
I don't nigga home. What the time is it? People been there, booty over.
Nope. There's a pool in here?
Recreation.
Going inside. You going inside? I'll just wait. Alright guys, so welcome to the rec center. The rec center was built in 2007. As has been pointed out already, we actually have an indoor, and on the other side there's an outdoor pool as well, so we have 2 pools here at the rec center. On the side of the rec center, on the bottom floor, there's 6 full-size basketball courts. On the back end of the rec center, there's actually a rock climbing wall as well. On the top floor, there's an indoor track, so about 6 laps of the indoor track equals 1 mile.
Gotta get in shape, you know?
All I heard was ning, ning, ning. Okay, there's 6 dance studios, so that's where people do salsa practice. There's a group here.
Yoga? You do yoga there?
There's yoga, yes. There's a group here called the Koso, which does like African dancing. So, yeah, exactly. So that's where all the salsa dance groups are as well. There's actually a brand new place to do CrossFit. There's a CrossFit studio now. There's also 6 racquetball courts as well. And then ECU does this thing where it's called ECU Adventures, where there's a lot of natural formations here in the East North Carolina, such as the Tar River and other places to go rock climbing. So every other weekend, they send students out. All I have to do is pay like $10 for insurance. You can go whitewater rafting, canoeing, rock climbing, if that's your thing.
Yeah, I want to do rock climbing.
If that's your thing.
That sounds fun.
Now y'all get stuck at the top.
Oh,
Somebody gonna bring me down.
I ain't coming to get you. So we can take a lap of the inside, show you. Oh, and there's a weight room like this. That's like
Lift weight?
if you're trying to get through.
Somebody bring it down.
It's all like
She said lift what?
the 10-pound dumbbell.
Squats, girl, you know.
Okay?
Get a booty up.
Suck it in. Suck it in and crunch.
It look nice in here. This is nice. This is nice.
Hey, John. They wanted to. I'm trying to hoop.
There's a basketball court.
Hey, can I get a shot?
The pool, locker room is this way.
Hey, can I get a shot?
Okay.
I want a shot.
I think this is open to the public. Another basketball court. Oh, they have kitty practice. Jose, no more wives. Jose, the camera's on you. Y'all haven't seen Fatima. This is Fatima, you guys. Don't call her sexy.
That's my wife, baby.
No, you're not.
That's my wife.
See,
My wife, Fatima.
see, I can't talk. See, I gotta divorce Jose, you guys.
That's my wife.
It would be cute. They do like after school practices for them, like little cheer things for them. And then they had their weight room, which I'm feeling the purple. I'm really feeling the purple. I'm not feeling gold yet, but I'm feeling the purple. Weight room. I think I like it here. Shut up, Jose. This is a check. We got a food court down there. You see that? Know how I like my food. And I think those are the racquetball courts? No, those are the dance rooms.
Maybe hit that damn ball in there.
Oh, racquetball.
Yeah, racquetball.
I just said that.
I hear you say that.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, I definitely like it here. Just sitting on the bike. This made me want to work out. I like this. I'm feeling it.
Right there. See those rooms right there? See the rooms with the doors and
The stained glass.
the panel walls?
Yeah. You put in an application? Huh? You put in an application? Not yet. I am. Hopefully I could be here by August.
I just want to know that tuition and stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
Huh?
My back hurt. They got their little ECU buses. The pirate ships. That's how I'm gonna call them. I'm gonna call them the pirate ships. That's you. Okay, so can we look inside the dorms too? John, look at the camera. Do it again.
I want to have bigger doctors.
That's what I want to know.
Like really, really big.
Yeah.
These dorms?
Ooh.
Can we go inside?
Yeah, I want to go outside.
All right, guys. So welcome to West End. So here at ECU, we have 3 neighborhoods where the dorms are held. So this is West End. This is one of the 3 neighborhoods. So right here is green. This is the only all-girls dorm here on campus. And then right here is white. This is where the international students are held, but you don't have to be an international student to live there. The one currently under construction-ish is Clement. It actually just got remodeled, so every room in there is actually going to be brand new as well. Right there's Fletcher. I stayed in Fletcher my freshman year on the 6th floor, so the second to last floor at the top. The 4th window from the left, that's where I stayed at, room 612. It was lit all the time. And then that's Garrett. And so there are two dorm styles here at ECU. There's community bathroom style and then suite style. The only 2 suite halls are Scott and College Hill Suites, which is on the hill. But the suite style tends to be more expensive than the community bathroom style, but they both have their plus and minuses, okay? So the plus of the suite style is that you potentially only have to share a bathroom with 3 other people. The thing is, for community bathroom style, custodians come in about 3 times a day, and the bathrooms are relatively always going to be clean. But in suite style, you and your 3 other potential roommates have to clean your own bathroom. So you, if you don't know your suite mates, you could potentially be cleaning after someone you don't know, and then you can be telling like, what's your name? Jared. So like, you say, Jay, hey Jay, can you clean up the bathroom? You're like, nah, boo, I don't want to clean the bathroom today. You're stupid, and that causes drama, and we don't want drama. But for community bathroom style, you always have a spot to use the bathroom.
So that's the freshman building?
No, all freshmen live on campus, so all buildings are freshman buildings.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But you don't have to be a freshman to live on campus.
And do you have a preference of which dorm?
Good questions. So you don't get to choose what dorm you live in. All you get to choose is what neighborhood you live in. So you can choose to live on West End, you can choose to live on Central Campus, which we passed by, which I didn't point out. Or you can choose to live on the hill. We have this thing here at campus housing called the LLCs, which is Living and Learning Community. So let's say you come into ECU being an attendant nursing major. You can apply to live at the nursing LLC, and you can live with other nursing majors. So your roommate would be a nursing major. The guys on your hall would be a nursing major. So potentially, you can live with people that are going to take the same classes as you. So it has benefits. So you'll know that all your suite mates or all your hall mates will be in the same classes as you. So you can go down the hall and be like, hey, Alice, did you do that homework? And she can be like, what homework? And you're like, oh, shoot, we should just do it together. So it has benefits for everyone. So I lived in the chemistry LLC when I was here. So everyone in my hall were chemistry majors as well. And so also the perks of living on campus is that the majority of the friends you probably will meet will probably be in the dorms. And then also you can apply to be a resident advisor after your first year. Resident advisors here on campus are pretty much, they do hall security, they create programs for freshmen and other students that live in the dorms. I was an RA my junior and senior year, so I lived on campus for free and also ate for free. So that's the perks of being an RA. The only thing is that you have to stay up to the wee hours of the morning during God knows when. Also, you're a giant babysitter for freshmen.
Do you have to take classes to be RA?
No, you don't have to take a class.
Okay.
Can you choose your roommates?
Yes, we do have a roommate matching system. So let's say you and one of your boys from back home, you guys are both coming to ECU, you guys want to live together, right? Which I actually would not advise living with friends because that could potentially ruin friendships.
That's true.
Yeah. Anyway, that's besides the point. The point is that both of you guys can go in the ECU roommate matching system on the ECU housing website. They have to put your name and they have to put your name and vice versa. And then that way you'll be automatically matched. There'll be no ifs, ands, or buts. Unless someone else puts your name, then there'll be conflict, which would be weird. But if you don't know anyone that's coming to ECU, I didn't know nobody when I first came here. I was the only male from my school to come here. You can always fill out a survey, say, hey, I don't like smoking, I go to sleep early, stuff like that. They'll a general survey and they'll match you up with someone that's relatively the same. Obviously, like if there's roommate issues, ECU Housing is very good about moving people. Hopefully there won't be no issue because we're all mature and we're all adults, right? No? Nah, that shit don't happen, I'm sorry.
So it's a smoking campus?
This is a smoke-free campus, so you have to smoke 20 feet from each building. So like we can't be posted up here right now. smoke. Yeah. So we have to be like, most people smoke by that bench right there. Anyway.
But they can't smoke weed. They gonna smoke cigarettes.
No, you can't smoke
Weed is not
weed.
legal, fool.
I'm talking about cigarettes. Weed, that's a different story. You talked about the meal plan. Is there any questions about housing at all?
Well, how much is
Yeah, how much?
the tuition and stuff like that?
I had this question. I'm about to sit down.
Yeah, go ahead.
So tuition is $3,764.
Okay.
That's tuition. So we have the second cheapest tuition in the state, behind Appalachian. So even AMT, theirs is about like 8,400 something. You know, so we're the second cheapest school in the state. To live on campus, the cheapest dorm is Garrett. That's $2,000.
It looked cheap.
The most expensive dorm is Gateway, which is the brand new dorm. That's about $2,900.
So you just paid $2,000 and you did that until you finished, like 2 years or a year.
No, that's per semester.
But if you're a freshman, you get free, right?
That's per semester.
Whoa. Free what?
I don't know. Y'all want us to live here because we're freshmen?
No,
You said it's mandatory.
Yeah, it's mandatory for you to live here.
And we had to pay $2,000 per semester.
Per semester.
Boy. Whew. I think I might go to the military. Jobs.
I was just about to get into that. So, to live on campus, the cheapest dorm is Garrett right here, so it's $2,000. The most expensive one is Gateway, which is $2,900. And then the meal plan ranges from anywhere from $1,000 to $1,600. And that's per semester.
I don't like meal plans.
You don't like meal plan? Yes, ma'am.
You don't like military.
That's basically 6,000.
So, coming out of high school, you have to have an average.
What's the requirements again?
Coming out of high school, you have to have an average 3.3 GPA. The average ACT score is around a 14, and the average SAT score is about a 1,400. If you're transferring from a community college, you need to have 24 transferable credit hours, and you need to have a 2.5 GPA.
Okay.
And that's cumulative. So if you've gone to multiple CCs, then it's cumulative over how many community colleges you went to. So let's say you got a 1.2 at one place and a 3.0 at another place. If that doesn't average, I don't know what that averages to. If that doesn't average to a 2.5.
So do they give us on-campus jobs?
Will they give you one? You have to apply for an on-campus job like everyone else. Yeah. So back to that. All the numbers I just said were per semester. So $3,684 per semester for tuition, $2,000 to $2,900 for living on campus, and then $1,000 to $1,800 for a meal. That's per semester. So about per year is probably about $32,000 a year, which is good. So like, for example, when I was applying to college fresh out of high school, I got into Duke. But Duke was $52,000 a semester, so that's $100,000 a year. So I've gone to ECU for God knows how long I've been here. I've been here since 2011. It hasn't even equaled $52,000 yet. So, for the money that you pay, you get a good time and a good education. And so I know it sounds like a lot. College sounds like a lot, but it'll be worth it, man, I promise you. She mentioned on-campus jobs, and I'm a big advocate for student employment. So I'll just tell y'all a personal story. So when I graduated from college, and I wanted to go to grad school, my mom said, "Oh, so how we paying for this?" I was like, "Don't worry about it, Mom. I got this." My mom has not paid for me since my senior year of college. She hasn't paid for anything. Anyway, so the reason why is because there are multiple on-campus jobs here. And then the thing about it is that it's called student employment. So you're a student first, employee second. So let's say you work at McDonald's. There's nothing wrong with working at McDonald's, is what I'm saying. But my boss is Tarek. I'll talk to Tarek, say, "Hey Tarek, I have a test today. I can't come in." And without him even questioning what I just said, he'll be like, "Okay, we'll find someone else to give a tour today." And so there's no question. But if you work at McDonald's or Chick-fil-A off campus, they could care less if you had a test. If you're on the clock, you're on the clock.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I actually have 3 jobs on campus. So one is this job, which if you're an undergrad, you start off at $8.50, and every semester they add 25 cents to your pay. As a grad student, you start off at $10.50. Except if you've been here, like if you started as an undergrad and then you go to grad school here, like I make $13 an hour because I've been here all 6 years. But that's besides the point. The point is I have 3 jobs on campus. So this is one of them. I tutor the athletes. I tutor the O-line, D-line, and D-backs in football and chemistry and math 1065 because Lord knows them. These guys are dumb. They're nice people. That's all that matters. And then I also teach chemistry 1151, which is the intro chemistry labs. So I have 3 jobs here on campus. So every pay period, I make about. I'm not trying to brag. It sounds brash, but I make probably about like $3,000 every pay period. So for a college student, that's not bad. Like I'm not going broke. So all thing I pay for is food and rent.
Praise the Lord.
Yeah, so I don't gotta worry about no keys and nothing. So I'm a big advocate, and it's over 2,000 on-campus jobs. So you can work anywhere from the dining hall to admissions to anywhere on campus. So like I said before, every semester they add 25 cents to your pay. So if you work on campus for 8 years, that's an extra like $2.
What are the requirements to get on campus job?
You have to repeat that over. Okay. You have to, after your first semester, you have to have over a 3.0 GPA. If you have underneath a 2, you can't work on campus because they want you to focus on your grades. And then you have to maintain your GPA. If you fall short, they won't fire you, but you'll be on academic probation. So they'll monitor your grades. But yeah, I know college sounds expensive, but I promise you, if I can pay to go to grad school by myself with no help, I promise you anyone can do it. Because I'm actually super lazy. So having 3 jobs sounds like a lot, but I'm doing it.
What's your major?
Biochemistry. I'm not smart either. Any questions about paying for college? Financial aid. Hey, let's talk about financial aid. So make sure that you complete your FAFSA form before November 15th. So here at ECU is first come, first serve. So the financial aid packages here at ECU are very generous, depending on like your financial situation, your parents, whatever, blah blah blah. So it's first come, first serve. So make sure you complete your FAFSA form, and if you have any idea of coming here, make sure you put East Carolina University first on your list. So that way they'll give you the best package possible.
Well, what if, when you first come and you pay your rent, what if that next semester you don't got it, you get kicked out?
No, financial aid will help you, but if you seriously cannot pay, then
Dang.
it's to be honest, if you're thinking of it harshly, it's a business, just like anything else. Well, someone said scholarships. The ECU has over $2 million worth of scholarships, so you have to. It's like just like financial aid, it's first come, first serve. So you have to apply first.
Okay, so if you apply for a certain scholarship, do you have to be taking that area major in order to receive that? Okay.
Yeah, so if there's a nursing scholarship, you're not a nursing major, you don't get it. If there's a chemistry scholarship, you have to be a chemistry major.
Do you do like the ribbon program?
The what program?
Ribbon. Like you do like 2 years at a community college and then transfer.
Oh yeah, we do that. So that's through the admissions office. So if you have any questions about that, I'll give you the email to our admissions counselor, and then she'll do it if that's something that you're looking for. Any other questions before we head to Todd? Yeah, we should go now. It's the dining hall. You guys are scheduled till 12 to eat at 12, right?
Yeah, and we have to be back on the bus about.
All right, let's go eat.
That's cute. I forgot what this building was. Probably clerk's office or something like that. Whatever. He got a dog. Can I bring my dog? That actually makes classical music when you walk across it. That's pretty cool. Ain't that cute? Look at that, Tati. That little dwarf house.
That's a toilet.
No. Look, it looks like maybe it's a bonfire. But it looks like a dwarf house or an open oven. Yeah, it looks like dwarves live in there. Huh?